Hey, bub.
Oh, a Wolverine figure. I don't even have any of these.
What the hell, bub? Hey, bub. Hey, bub. Over here, bub. Hey, bub. Hey, bub.
What's going on, everybody? Welcome, Internet, to A&R, where we're doing figure reviews today. I'm doing a Marvel Legends review. These two awesome figures right here. You got Wolverine and you got Sabretooth. First up, we have this guy right here, Wolverine. Everybody loves Wolverine. Well, a lot of people love Wolverine, right? And we've got a bunch of renditions of Wolverine in the Marvel Legends wave. This is a different Wolverine. It's got a little different of a backstory. This guy was resurrected by Persephone. Now, he's got a different power, or a slightly boost of a power. His claws actually get hot and turn red. They haven't used that recently in comics, so I don't know where the idea was to make this. But hey, they made a different Wolverine, and if you're a fan of Wolverine, you're probably gonna want this guy. Alright, before I use the Walter here to open this guy up, standard Marvel Legends packaging. I say standard because you're not gonna see these windows anymore pretty soon. They're going away. You're gonna get those box arts. So cherish these while you can, inbox collectors. After that, it's gonna be closed off boxes. So without any further ado, let's open this guy up and have a look-see, shall we? So one of the things with Wolverine is he does not come with the bat figure. So you can actually skip Wolverine if you don't want another Wolverine in your collection. You know, a lot of people have a lot of Wolverines and you can kind of skip this guy, which is pretty good because, you know, Marvel Legends team, they're like, hey, listen, we understand we've given you a million Wolverines and you don't really need this guy to build the Bone Crusher figure. So it's an option if you want this guy. I appreciate that sort of, you know, thinking behind of collectors not having to spend money on a Wolverine or a figure that they don't really want. Sometimes they do it, sometimes they don't, but in this case they did. Looking at this figure, it's a standard Wolverine figure, right? I mean, there's nothing new pretty much about this guy. The claws are the thicker claws, so they've got the newer claws on him, and it's got a subtle red to it. It kind of blends from the knuckle all the way to the top. It fades away as it gets further away from his hand, so it's good. The paint on him, the yellow is a different yellow than the love triangle yellow. It's not the same yellow. It's a little lighter. The belt is really nice on him. The X-Men belt is really, really cool on him right there. That looks awesome. They did a good job with the lines. I don't see a whole lot of bleeding on my figure here, so check for your figures to see. The top part where the stripe, the two stripes here, that goes over his shoulders, they line up pretty good. And the claw stripes on the side of him, I'll move this arm up a little bit so you can see it there. They are pretty good. They're very nice and clean. Both sides is very clean. So overall, I mean, they did a good job painting this guy. I've got no issues with them. The additional head sculpt right here is really cool. Got the screaming head sculpt, and you probably could put this on any Wolverine figure that you have from Marvel Legends comic book wave. Yeah, I mean, overall, good figure. Let us know in the comment section if you think this is the perfect rendition of this comic line, the Wolverine. Does he look the part? Is there any paint that's off? Are the claws painted on properly? Let us know what you guys think. And also, if you're first time watching this video, smash the subscribe button, leave us a like. Every month we're giving away prizes. At the end of this video, I'm gonna tell you what you can win for this month. Articulation wise, we're gonna have it up on the screen. You got your standard, you know, ball hinge on the neck area. You've got, you know, double elbows, double knees. You have bicep swivel. So you got all the typical Wolverine joints that he has from the other past Wolverine comic book figures. So standard stuff, but we've got it all up there for you to take a look at quickly if you want to freeze the screen to take a look at it in more in depth. One other note, this is the same head sculpt that we got from that 5-pack just about a year ago with the, you know, the shirtless Wolverine. Next up, we have the Marvel Legends Sabretooth. Now, if you're wondering why this guy... Now, if you're wondering why this Sabretooth is on a... Now, if you're wondering why this Sabretooth looks a little bit compact and, you know, on a diet. Well, that's how it actually looked when he was first introduced. His first appearance, believe it or not, wasn't in an X-Men comic book. He first appeared in Iron Fist 14. In that comic book, the first look was him being as lean as you see right here. All right, time to open this guy up, and also the bath piece inside, right, to build our bone breaker. So he does come with the bone breaker pieces here. If you want to see our other video, Vulcan and Havoc, the other bone breaker pieces are from those two guys. We had that video up, you can go check it out. Well, right out of the package, I'm kind of disappointed. Not in the figure, but the lack of accessories. I mean, we've got parts for bone breaker, but nothing for Sabretooth. I mean, he gets left out in the dark. All right, for first impressions, well, this isn't my typical Sabretooth. I am the fan of Jim Lee style Sabretooth, you know, the big, you know, overpowering Sabretooth. So that's my style of Sabretooth, and I don't know, I mean, this guy, the face looks great. His grimacing face of, you know, with his teeth sticking out, I think that looks great. The fur details on his shoulder area, his hands, and his legs look great. They're actually, you know, nicely painted. They're not just like slapped on cheap plastic, very well sculpted. So I think those are pretty cool. His hands have got the claws in there. Those are really nice touches. They've actually painted, the nails are painted, so that's pretty cool. The toes, he's got no shoes, he's got open toes. They're painted as well, so those nice little details are cool. I like that. Aesthetically, I think he looks great for that generation, that era of Sabretooth. You know, for me, I say personally, this is not my definitive Sabretooth. But I mean, if you're used to this, or if you're, you know, read the comic books and you love that, you know, era of Sabretooth, then I think this guy looks just like the comics. Paint-wise, the body, it's pretty well done. I mean, there's only 2 paints, right? Brown and the shade of orange here for the body, not the fur. It looks good. The line right down the middle here lines up with the rest of him. The neck area is good. It's a nice clean finish. There's no bleeding or anything like that. So quality-wise, he's well painted for me. I don't know how yours is when you open yours up. Let us know in the comments. Did yours turn out really good? I gotta say, mine turned out pretty good paint-wise. I mean, looks pretty clean. I'm happy with this. There's no, you know, paint rubs or bleeding. Like I said, it looks pretty good. Articulation-wise, well, this guy has your typical double knee, double elbow, bicep swivel, wrist swiveling, but he does not have a butterfly joint. Doesn't have an ab crunch and waist swivel. Surprisingly, no butterfly joint. Kind of disappointing because it's Sabretooth. You know, he moves his arms a lot to attack somebody, so you want a bigger range, and a butterfly joint would do a great job of giving him that range. Final take on these guys. Well, they're specific era figures. If you like that era, then you're gonna want these guys. Personally, this is another Wolverine for me. I don't mind it. I love Wolverine, so I'll put him in my collection. That Sabretooth, though, I am disappointed because no butterfly joint, and he's too small for me. I mean, I got it for the bath piece. I might, you know, trade this or sell this with somebody else who's probably interested in this. It's not a terrible looking figure, though. So if you're used to that Sabretooth from that comic line, this is not a bad figure. I just wish it had a butterfly joint and was a little bit bigger. I think that would have really made it so much better. But the paint and the sculpting of this guy is good. It's really, really nicely done. Just like these two savages, be a savage, subscribe to our YouTube channel, leave a comment in our comment section because you have a chance to win prizes. We love giving prizes every month, and we're gonna give these two guys away. So if you want one of these guys, let us know in the comment section. I want, you know, Luke Skywalker from SH Figure Arts, or I want Doctor Strange from the Marvel movies. We'll send these two awesome figures to 2 lucky winners. So leave a comment, like I said, in our comment section, and you gotta be a subscriber, right? So subscribe below. As always, thank you for watching. Have a good day.
What the hell, bub? Hey, bub. Hey, bub. Over here, bub. Hey, bub. Bub. Hey, bub. Bub. What the hell, bub? Hey, what's down here, bub? No, bub. Come on, bub. Oh, no, bub. Bub, what the hell? Bub, what the hell, bub?